This is Game Changers. 11 ways to spice up your games. Let's see what it has to say. A lot of words. Control the flow of your game. Add new ways to earn victory points. Include hidden goals. Cheat. Turn a competitive game into a cooperative one. Add hidden trader. Bet on the outcome. Steal another player's spot at the table. Add a little fun to a serious game. Determine a start player. There's a whole bunch of different cards here. Let's see what we got. We got 2 decks of cards here. I'm assuming you randomly choose one of them. How do you use it? Let's see. Da-da-da. Wild cards. The changer. So we've got this card. It's got the whistle. Must be the referee.
Can I see it again?
It's the referee.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the foul play card. It lets you cheat as long as you don't get caught. Let a number of foul play cards equal the number of players. But you may play dirty during the game, but if you're caught in the act, you must take a yellow card and place it clearly visible in front of you. So you can cheat, but if you get caught, you have to play a card.
That's an awful one.
Yeah, well, they're all various. This is like it's a pro wrestler kind of card. They have different numbers on them. There's 1. There's 2. And 3. So what are these cards? These are the play together cards. Turns competitive games into cooperative games. Shuffle together one play together card for each player in the game. Do 1 card face up to each player. You must now cooperate to finish the game in the scoring position to match the numbers in the cards. So you play the cards from 1 through 5, and then you have to work together to finish in the position shown on your cards. If you succeed, you win, otherwise you lose. Interesting. Look, it's the fancy waiter card. The fancy waiter card is the saboteur. So there's 4 fancy waiters and the not so fancy waiter. So when you play the game, one person's a saboteur. How does that work? Da-da-da. So you play the cooperative game, but then you add a saboteur to it. So one person's trying to make everybody lose. And that person wins if everybody loses. Then we have the Olympic runner cards. Olympic runner 1, 2, etc. This is for placing bets on the game. Bet on the outcome of your game and win valuable rewards. Each bet on each of those scoring positions at different points of the game. You must agree on rewards for winning bets. So basically, it turns every game into a betting game. Good for some people, maybe not for others. Uh-oh, just look at a turn back time card. So we've got a clock with arrows, and a clock with different arrows. These are for changing seats during the game. You want to take your opponent's seat? Now you can. Before starting the game, players must decide when this will come into play. You shuffle both cards face down, draw one of them. Da-da-da. Every turn, reveal the top 4 cards. If it's in there, all players will move 1 seat. So you basically, you play that card, you shuffle it to the deck, and you turn over some cards, and if that one shows up, everybody swaps seats. But only when it shows up. So you may or may not swap seats. That sounds like a weird variation, but could be cool.
What would the reason be to use these cards?
To change up a game that you've played a lot and you like a lot, but you're bored of. So if you're playing like Catan, and you want to play, and then after a while say, well, let's see, and then after like 20 turns, everybody swaps one seat to the right, and now suddenly you're the guy to your right turn in Catan or in Ticket to Ride. You have the next person position. Any game like that, it's going to swap around and make it an interesting variation. Just changes up the game a little bit. These are all, as it's called, it's game changers. Next up, we have a weird-looking llama dog. I'm not sure what that is. What is that? It's probably a dog.
It's a dog, I think.
Well, let's see what it says. Animals. Add some silly fun to your game. Give your friends new nicknames. Just for fun, no impact on gameplay. With all the cards on the table, any player receives an animal card, and that person now receives the card in question and is now called that. Dog for the lucky player. Lamb for the player who complains too much. Chimpanzee for the player who helps others. Hyena for the player who talks non-stop. And turtle for the slow player. So basically, you just give everybody cards So, yeah. So everybody's blind along, and then you give say maybe Tara or Ellen the blah blah card, or you give Bert the turtle card for taking a year and a day to take his turn. Now we have the musical cards. We got a woman playing a violin, a dude playing a trumpet, no dude playing the drums. We got the piano, and we got Marty McFly playing the guitar. These are the victory songs. A fun way to celebrate your progress. Just for fun, have no impact on gameplay. So someone's come up with a sound effect to match the card when it's played. So basically during playing the game, you just basically mess around and play a card and somebody has to make a noise. And that brings us to... what is this? Oh, it's a giant snowball from hell. These are the wild cards. Manage to flow your game. These cards deal with analysis paralysis. Analysis paralysis, for those who don't know, is when somebody who plays a lot of games spends way too long thinking about their turn. It's analysis paralysis. So this helps in some way.
You know who has that?
Me?
Yep.
Oh, you haven't seen anything if you think I have analysis paralysis. The uber gamers are born with analysis paralysis. Once each player in the game and playing against an opponent and requires a countdown. So you can basically play a card against somebody. So these all have like speeds of like a play card, as in the play symbol. See the play symbol on there? Or the pause to make somebody stop what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Or rewind to change it back in time. These are all for changing the flow of the game to speed it up or slow it down. Fast forward. Makes somebody take the turn really fast. I love ski lift things. This one has a fast forward person on a ski lift going fast. It's funny how the play card has a person getting wiped out by a snowball. I'm not sure why that is. And then a recycle kind of symbol. Recycle symbol, what does that do? We have play. Makes somebody play real fast. Pause. Allows a person to pause their own turn and think for a while. Rewind. Anybody can take back their last turn. Fast forward. Try to speed up the game. And repeat, which is the rewind one. Extend the length of the game. Played only one player per round. And they offer a reason to extend the game. So if you think you're going to lose the game in a turn, you can play the rewind turn and say, hey, I want to make this game last a little longer. Let's go for one more turn. Maybe I'll win. So
far, those are the only ones that I can even see ever wanting to use.
And then there's this other oddball one. What the hell is this thing? It's got a a weird like arrow and a box and a plus on it? What the hell is that? Let's find out. These are the end, as in the world's end. The change allows to end scoring by assigning positive and negative victory points to different in-game resources. So use these to change the scoring for the game. Assign something to have a plus in the game, or 0, or a minus. They give an example. Most, least, no, or any. So you can say, hey, if somebody's got the most of something, the least of something, they get bonuses in the game. And there's literal Easter egg cards. Where are the Easter egg cards? So these are Easter egg cards. They have actual Easter eggs on them. Giant cat is giant. Easter eggs. Each player writes down an unusual but attainable goal within the game and puts a face-on Easter egg on top of it. The player achieves that goal, then they give it to the player. What does it do, though? If it's challenging, give victory points. If it's friendly, it's just for fun. So you assign random things within the game, like Settlers of Catan, because like shortest road or most cities, and then somebody who gets that gets the Easter egg. At the beginning of the game, you assign whether or not it gets points or not. So it could be just for fun, or it could be actually for points within the game. So it could be like, that'd be interesting. So those are game changers.
Hold up the lid there.
Meant for changing games.
That's cool.
You play the game differently than you have been. Definitely meant for people that played games lots of times and want to mix it up some. But could be pretty cool.
Available this weekend at the shop. See you later.
Bye.